Hello everyone, Roberta here, and today I'm with Philadelphia brand cream cheese, and I'm going to cook you some cornbread apple fritters. I'll be right back with you when I'm done peeling these apples. I'm going to try this apple peeler here. It's an antique. Put your apple on dead center like that. You have it wound all the way back, and then you start to crank this thing, and you wind it right in, and it gets to the top of the apple and moves onward, and it peels the whole apple for you. So turn it right around. It goes right around that apple in one peel. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Well, alrighty then. I have them peeled, and now I'm going to core out the centers of these. I'm going to just take this sharp knife and cut down through, and the purpose of it is to leave an apple ring when I get done. So I got the one side pretty good. Oops. And now the other side. Oops. Yeah. And you can see right through that right there. And I'm going to go and I'm going to core a hole in the center of all these apples to get the seeds out, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I was having a hard time doing it up in the air, so I decided to use this handy dandy cutting board. And I'm going to take my apple and press it firmly against the cutting board, and I'm going to go cut down through just about, just to get the core's worth out of it. As you can see, probably my apples have a few peels left on them. They're nutritious and delicious, and it doesn't hurt if you don't get them all. I'm going to take and I'll press it right through. And that was supposed to stay in one ring, but I want to keep on working on this, and I want to use my bits and pieces. Alright, be right back with you. Now we're going to take and we're going to cut these into rings the best we can. And about 1/2 inch each. That one's a little more on one end, but that'd be fine. And after this, we'll mix up our batter, and then we're going to cook it, and it'll be absolutely delicious when you get done. I'm not sure if you ever had it like this. Oh yeah, and I'm going to take a little bit of lemon and squirt it right over top these apples so they don't turn brown. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that our apples are in pretty little rings that are about 1/2 inch each thick, I'm going to take my Philadelphia brand cream cheese, and I'm going to melt it real good in the microwave. So I'm going to check it at 1 minute, stir it, and see how it's going. Okay, I'll let you know how it turned out. Okay, hi everyone, I'm back again. And 1 minute was enough for my Philadelphia brand cream cheese. I put that in the microwave, and to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of half and half. And I'll use my whisk here. I don't know what you can see. I give the girls credit that have to film their own, huh? You mix that in until it's blended well. And to that, we'll add our liquid spices. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon extract. And we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Did you ever see that before? Cinnamon extract? That's a wonderful thing. I bet I won't be able to get my vanilla open. Oh, girls, don't do this at home. My goodness. Alright, so 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to mix those right in there. And in our dry ingredient bowl here, we are going to take and put our cornbread muffin mix. Now this is 13 ounces, it's 2 packages. I'm just using it for the purpose of it's pre-packaged and available, and it was on sale when I got it. So put that right in your bowl. One opened properly, the second one didn't. So sometimes it's better to just do one at a time. Alright. Put that right in there. Okay, and we have some nutmeg here, and we're going to take and do a 1/2 teaspoon, of nutmeg, and sprinkle that right in there. We'll give that a whirl. Okay, and to our liquid ingredients. We're going to add 2 eggs. One. These are called lobster eggs because the chickens are home chickens and they got to eat all those lobster shells from our previous recipe. And I don't know if you can see this here, but this here is about the reddest egg I ever saw. And we're going to mix that right up, and then we'll get to our cooking process. We're going to mix it in there real well. Alright? And then we're going to add this to our dry ingredients. Put that right in there. Okay. And last but not least, don't forget a 1/4 cup. We're going to mix that right in with everything. And that'll be our batter to dip our eggs with. I'll be right back with you when I give this a thorough mixing. A little pinch of salt couldn't hurt. Just about a 1/4 teaspoon will be fine. Put that right in there. And it's going good. It's going good. The deep fryer is hot. It's on. It's ready. The batter is looking kind of pink. Kind of a lovely color. That'll be nice to cook with. It sure does smell good. Alright. Now, okay, you are looking. Here's my batter, and here's my apples, and here's my deep fryer. And I'm going to put that down in there so it doesn't stick to the container. And I'm going to take my apple, put it right in my batter, cover it, take it out. It'll be a little messy on your fingers. Give it a little tiny shake. Make sure it's completely coated. You see that? Make sure it's completely coated. And just gently set that right in there, in that hot oil. Alright everyone, so I'm going to cook that for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to turn it over and I want you to see. I actually have it cooking right now. I want to see how beautiful it is. I'm not sure if you can see that. But looks just like a donut, doesn't it? Oh, I can't wait to eat this one. My belly is growling. Okay, so it's been 3 minutes now, and this looks absolutely done. It smells wonderful. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to put it on a rack to drain the oil off. Now, I have this many more to do. I'll be right back, and I'll show you what the final plate looks like. Okay, everyone. I just wanted to show you how difficult it actually is to wrap this. I mean, it's not really hard, but it's messy. You see my hands here? Let me flip this one over so it doesn't burn. Oh my. Alright. And we're going to take one of these apples here, and we take our batter, and we go and we have to smear it on. Do you see how I'm doing this? And you smear it on both sides and the outside of it. Make sure you get the center because that holds it all together afterwards. And then you drop it into your fryer. And about after a minute, minute and a half, you flip it and you get a beautiful, beautiful fritter that looks just like this. Alright, I'll be back with you. Alright everyone, there's 2 ways to serve these up. First off, this big tray here, we're going to put a little bit of powdered sugar on top. And you can sprinkle it with your hand or you can do it evenly. This makes it nice. And this one here, you wonder why one's on a plate? You know how I like mine? I like mine with a little bit, just a little bit of cheddar cheese on top. I love cheddar cheese. But I'm sure this is absolutely wonderful. Ready? Now this is a representative of what happens when your apples break apart. You just put your little pieces in your bowl of batter, and you go and get a little scoop and make sure it's covered into a little ball. And you drop it right in there, and you get an apple dumpling, just like Walt Disney. Anyway, ladies, I have a lot of eating to do. And here's to you until the next recipe. Bye.